Hello, what is up? And welcome to Radical Academy. My name is Mike, and in this video we are going to look at the factors of difference of the two perfect squares. Okay, and we are going to see what is the concept behind the factors of difference of two perfect squares, meaning that what are some of the factors, meaning given a certain binomial expression, what are some of these numbers that when you multiply them, you are going to get the same thing that you are given. Okay, so rather than just that's just simply a way of finding out the factors of a particular binomial expression. Okay, so in this video we'll look at that. So factors of a difference of two perfect squares. So what we mean by perfect squares is that when you multiply two numbers, for example, let's say 2 multiplied by 2, and then we are going to get 4. Okay. Now, when you look at 4, 4 is a perfect number, or rather a perfect square. Okay. Meaning that if I was going to look for the square root of 4, I'm going to easily find the square root of 4, which is just going to give me 2. So, meaning these two numbers, they are the perfect square. These are the numbers that you can square in order to get the number 4. And once I find the square root of 4, then I'm going to actually get 2. And then if I square the 2, I'm just going to actually get the 4. Okay, so that's the implication of, or rather, that is what we mean by when we say the factors of difference of two perfect squares. Okay, so now let's now dive into that. And by the way, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so that whenever we upload, post all the videos about mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology, you'll be the first person to be notified that we have actually posted a video, so that you don't have to, manually go on YouTube and search for any of our videos. So you'll be actually the first person to be notified that there's a video from the Radical Academy. So I encourage you to subscribe and also like this video if you like it, and help us also. Maybe you can comment and so that you can let us know how you're finding these content that you're posting. So much of the help in terms of your academics endeavors. Okay. So now, the first thing that you're supposed to understand is basically, can say a squared minus b squared. Okay. Now, when you write something like this, a squared minus b squared equals to something like that. So what this means is that each of these terms is squared, meaning that if I get a, I'm going to remain with a. Okay. And then I'm going to put a plus. Then I also get b, which is that, put in bracket, and then I'm also going to get a, which remained, plus b, and then that. So here is the plus, and then there is the minus. Okay. So that is the key thing about the factors. Okay, or rather the sum of our difference of two squares. Okay, the sum. Okay, so the other one should have positive, the other one should have negative, so that when you multiply together, you should get back the same thing. Okay, now let us look at an example. So we are going to look at two examples that we shall be able to those examples are going to actually help us to understand what is it that we are talking about. So just stick around and then see and watch how you're going to be able to find that. Okay. So example, a Okay. Okay, so now what this means actually is as you can see that we have the examples right on the board. So we are saying that 49x squared minus 144, and then the b also is a to the power 4 or a raised to the power 4 minus 81. And then let us now apply the concept of the perfect the factors of the difference. Okay, so the difference of two perfect squares. Okay, so the idea is that these numbers should be the perfect squares. Okay, what that means is that I can find the square root of 49. I can also be able to find the square root of 144. Okay, and then also you can see on the other side that 81 is a perfect number or a perfect square, which when you square, I think when you square 9, you get 81. And then also a, when you like a times a times a, you get a to the power 4, or the fourth root of that, you're going to get something. Okay, going to now, just to also make you understand what is going on, is that this is a difference of two perfect squares, or two perfect numbers, if you like, that way. So what that means is that the terms, okay, so it's more like a binomial stuff. The terms, this part and the other part, should have something that we can look up to. For example, what is the square root of 49? So the square root of 49 gives you 7. And then what is the square root of 12? I mean 144, the square root is 12. So if you square 12, you get back 144. And then if you square 7, you get 49. Okay, so that's a key concept to understand the difference of two perfect squares, or the sum of the difference of two squares. Okay, so what this is going to be is that I'm going to say 7x, and then you square, and then also 12, okay, then you square. Then what you do is you pick 7x, so 7x minus, 7x, and then you also pick 12 plus, so you also follow the alphabetical, the board mass. Okay, so addition comes first before subtraction. So, and then from there also so there is 7x, so 7x minus then 12. Okay, that's how you can answer this kind of a problem about the factors of the difference of two perfect squares. That's how we can answer it. So make sure that you understand that, and then you'll be able to just nicely, and then you will not have problems to solve this question. Okay, so now let us move to the other part. Okay, so the other part is a to the power 4 minus 81. So a to the power 4 minus 81. Okay, so when you think about this one, a to the power 4 can be broken down to the factors of a squared multiplied by a squared. Then we are going to get something like a to the power 4, and then the 81 can be thought of, what is the square root of 81, which is just, what is the square root of 81? Yeah, So you are going to get 9. Okay, so we can break them down into those pieces. Okay, so we are going to say this is a to the power 2, open bracket, to the power 2 minus, then the square root of that is 9, and then square it. Okay, so what is going to happen is that we are going to pick the commons. So we are going to have a squared minus 9. Okay. So what has just happened is that the a squared, okay, so we have taken one part, which is the a squared, okay? And then now, what you need to understand, this one is not the perfect square or the sum of the difference of our perfect squares or the factors. This one cannot factors into the integers of perfect squares, okay? So what you do is you bring down this one as you just say a squared plus 9. Okay, so according to the formula, we said that the factors of difference of two perfect squares should be a minus b squared equals to a plus b, then a minus b. Okay, rather I say a squared that squared. So that is the standard way of putting it. Okay, so that's a standard way of putting it. Now this part, there is no minus there. Okay, so you just bring it down, there is no minus. So what you do is you break down this part. So this is going to be a minus 3. So the perfect square of this one. Or if you like, we can break it down to a point where you say, yeah. So 9 is also the perfect square of 3. And then a plus 3. Okay. And then that's how you can answer that question. So, okay. So that's all you needed to understand about the factors or the sum of the difference of two perfect square numbers, okay, or rather the terms, okay. So sometimes you cannot have numbers in such kind of an expression, but you can have maybe just terms which are literally just letters, okay. So the key concept is to identify, first of all, is this the difference, or rather the factors of difference of two perfect squares. Okay, so you have to have a technique that you should be able to ensure and identify that am I dealing with the factors of a difference of two squares. If that is the case, then you follow the procedure that we have just done previously. Okay, so if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and then let us know what other videos you want us to upload, or any kind of a question that you have. You can drop them down in the comment section below so that we can know the next video we can actually post or teach about. So gives us a thumbs up, so that if you like this video, share also to your friends and families and anyone whom you think they might also benefit from this content. Okay, so this is the Radical Academy, and it's bye bye. I'll see you in the next video.